Hi, everyone. My name is Erin O'Boyle, and I am our customer engagement manager here at Kotis Design. I am joined by the absolutely magnificent Shayna, who is our vendor relations specialist. Shayna, I'm excited to hear from you about our Kotis Picks program and what you have in store for us.
Yeah, thanks, Erin. We decided one day that, this has been, gosh, a couple of years back, but we decided that in the promotional products industry, there is a dizzying amount of, name it, any category, water bottles, notebooks, backpacks. So much so that, when we have a customer come and say, like, well, what's your favorite backpack? It's almost difficult for us to say, like, yes, we've tried them out, we know exactly which one. So what we decided to do is take a step back and look at our top categories by sales. So that might be t-shirts and hoodies and drinkware and backpacks, and do a little bit of digging and figure out, okay, what do we sell? What is really popular right now? And let's take that list and see, okay, what do our CPMs or our account managers, what do they love the most? And then let's go to our trusted partners and see what they have tried on, what they've, actually seen, felt, and touched, and what are their favorites. And then from there, I pick out, where do we see some cross sections where it's, we see the same water bottles being repeated, we see the same backpacks that everybody seems to love. And then we get these categories together based off of what our customers are asking for. So sometimes our customers are asking for, like, what's the best travel water bottle, or I'm going to need a backpack for my sales team and they do a lot of flying. So what's a good, like, TSA style backpack, things like that. So categorically, we look at the contenders and then we test them out. We test them out anywhere from, some of these tests take a really long time. Some of these tests, it's almost like we get the item and we can kind of tell right away which ones are going to be our favorite. For water bottles, for example, I had a lot of people out there testing. I had some of my friends and family testing. I had some people at work that were testing, giving me their feedback. We did drop tests. We put them in backpacks and then tossed the backpacks just to see how they would, fare afterwards. So it's basically trying to get a real life test on all of these different items.
Real life
Um,
examples, real understanding of why this is going to be a useful product.
yeah, just making sure that it's standing the test of time and durability.
Awesome. That sounds
Yeah.
great. So, speaking of water bottles and all of the testing that you
Yeah.
have done, tell me about our top pick for our water bottles.
Yeah. So I have a bunch of different categories that we have winners in, and mainly because we have our customers that are interested in, like, different end use cases. So some people might be interested, we want, like, your overall best, or we want something that is commuter friendly that'll fit in a cup holder, or, whatever that might be. So I did bring a few of them that I thought were the best. And starting off with this one, so everybody probably already recognizes it by its shape, by its color. I did not want to like the Owala water bottle. I really didn't. I think it was just one of those, trendy. It's in my Instagram feed. I'm seeing it all over TikTok. It was kind of driving me nuts. I had a 16-year-old girl telling me I just had to have it. And I was like, it's the last thing I need is yet another water bottle. And of course, I had to try it because it was trending and everybody was telling me that, their customers want it. So yeah, let's throw it in there. Um, I ended up loving it. I ended up absolutely loving it, so much so that it won our best overall. And there were a couple key features that I think were the reason why it came out first and overall best. And one of them being it is a one-handed flip open top. And then if you can kind
Ooh.
of see in there, it's got a chug lid. It's got filled with water, of course, so I'm trying not to, like, spill it, but it's got a chug lid and then a sipper lid too. So
Ooh.
you actually can, like, use it as a sipper, tip it back, use it as a chug. It's got a great hand feel, which I know is, like, kind of a silly thing, but it's squished a little bit right in the middle there, which makes it really easy to hold on to. Um, Love the little carrier, though I wouldn't take it on a hike with me because it's not super comfortable to like carry around. But great if you're just going to go in between, home and office. Fits in my cup holder and was great. Like when it comes to keeping my cold drinks cold, it did a great job. Loved that it came in like super fun, weird colors, but also comes in black, comes in different sizes too. So there's a larger one there for you, the smaller one. I want to say it's like 24 and 32 ounces. And just, yeah, ended up absolutely loving it. And then this one here, kind of hard to see here, but this is kind of like a powder blue color. This one won for our best gym buddy.
Oh.
So I was taking this one to the gym. Part of the reason why I really liked it is it had the chug lid. So I just tilt it back, let her rip, get a quick gulp of water before I did my second set. And love that it also has, kind of the squish sides. And
Mm-hmm.
it has a soft touch, which you can't feel this, but I can. And it is so soft. Didn't think that I would care about that in a water bottle, but I was pleasantly surprised. It's really nice. It also is like scratch and dent resistant. So I, kind of like scratching it up and it didn't. I mean, it looks great.
So it's not the
It
end of the
really,
world if you drop it at the gym.
yeah, it's not. And I did drop it so many times because I'm not a very graceful person. I dropped it so many times and there's no dents or marks or anything like that. So absolutely love this one. It's triple insulated. So the ice was still there by the time I was done with it. And it also has a soft bottom. So when you set it down, it doesn't go like clang, ring throughout the gym. And then I want to show you really quickly. Oh, let's do this one. So this one was kind of an unexpected. I didn't even know if I was really planning on trying it, but one of our partners, she threw it in and she was like, "You have to try this. It's one of my favorites." I said, "Okay, let's do it." And I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. So this one won category for the best traveler. So home and office hybrid worker, fits nicely into the little cup holder. I love that it had a little handle on it and a flip top lid. This thing was amazing with like retaining the cool water. Like, so it had great insulation. You could tip it upside down, nothing, no water came out. So it was really well sealed there. And it comes in a few different colors. So you don't have to get like the wacky 90s colors if you don't like it. I personally love it. I think it's fun, but you can go with something more subtle. So I think they come in like a cream or black and things like that. They
Mm-hmm.
also come in different sizes. So you can get a smaller size like this, which I believe is a 20 ounce. Just the smallest I would go, I think. I wouldn't do anything less than a 20 ounce. Or you can get something like this, which is a 40 ounce. So these guys are great. Love them. Come in all sorts of fun different colors.
All right.
And then last but not least, I'm picking one to show you that I loved but didn't quite make the cut. And here's
Mm-hmm.
why. Put it in my backpack. I think I used this one probably almost as much, if not more, than my Awala. But I threw it in my backpack and it popped open and it leaked everywhere. So the lid
Oh
has kind of a funny,
no.
it's just like a plastic hinge.
Mm-hmm.
So there's nothing to keep it from over time getting brittle and breaking, which I didn't love.
Yep.
The thing I did love about it was the little sipper on here is a lot more ergonomic for the mouth. So
Mm.
it's not that weird like box shape. It's not the super tiny. It fit your mouth, which I know this is kind of like a funny thing to even care about, but it fit my mouth nicely and I didn't feel like I had to do a weird little like pursed lip thing. I love the color. They come in a few different colors and I think it looks really nice as like a gifting option. It was
Mm-hmm.
just that, honestly, it was just the lid that didn't do it for me. So I was kind of bummed out about that.
So what you're telling me is there are a lot of really, really great products, and you can get all of them or any of them, but the Kotis picks really are that sort of cut above.
Right. And, I mean, everybody's going to have a water bottle that they say, this is the best one, right? Because there are so many. There are some that I could not test that probably are really great and amazing. But what we did is we systematically looked at, okay, well, what's popular, what's trending, what do our partners sell a lot of, what do our employees really, really love before we even tested out the sample that we had. So I already knew that we were kind of dealing with, the top, like cream of the crop to
Mm-hmm.
begin with. And it was hard, to pick a favorite because we were dealing with such great options. The other thing is, when I was looking at a budget water bottle, which I didn't bring with me today, but I do use at home, I ended up with a water bottle that was just a little bit over, like the $10 price range. And I think that it's really difficult for people to think, okay, budget, like $5 water bottle. And I didn't choose any plastic water bottles. I didn't choose any acrylic water bottles. I
Mm-hmm.
didn't even pick an aluminum water bottle. And a lot of that is because I don't think that it'll stand the test of time. I don't think that your receiver of this like amazing water bottle gift will be very excited if they get
Mm-hmm.
something like that. So while I understand that people do have a budget, I would say let's increase the unit cost and maybe decrease how many units you purchase to get something that people are really excited about and that will keep for a long time, that won't end up in the landfill.
Yeah. No, I think that that's a great choice. It's just a little bit of extra is going to go a long way and have that longevity and that sort of spark of joy you get when you get something fun and exciting.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, before we go, is there anything else with our Kotis picks that we should be on the lookout? What do we have next on the docket?
So I also we've already done a hoodie Codas picks too, which is very exciting.
Hmm.
So that one is up, it's ready to go. And I have backpacks. We're working on backpacks, so
Ooh.
laptop backpacks. And we're working on tech cases, so cases that you would have like any type of cables or USB cards, things like that you can tuck into. And then hats are next. So hats are going to be a really big category. And not just any hats, we're talking like the baseball bill style
Yep.
hat. But even within that category, there's so many different categories. So be on the lookout for those. We're testing them right now. They got to go through the ringer. So we've got to, wash them. We got to get them a little dirty. We got to, you know, throw them around a little bit, see how they work, how they last, and then do a write up on which one's our favorite. So those are coming out soon.
All right. Very exciting. Thank you so much, Shayna, for sharing with us. I cannot wait to see what my new hat should be next time.
Perfect. We'll let you know, Erin, for sure.
All right. Sounds good.
Okay, just to show you the quick winners, we have best overall was the Awala. Comes in two different sizes, but I tested out the 24. And this one was my favorite for fitness or gym buddy. This one is the Corksicle Soft Touch. This one also comes in a couple different sizes. This is the smaller one. The larger one I want to say is like 32 or 40 ounces. It. And then finally, the other one that I brought with me that was a winner is the Hydro Jug. So this one comes in three different sizes, multiple different colors. Absolutely love this one for the hybrid. So it goes into your cup holder, can go in between work and home pretty seamlessly.
All right. That looks
Is that
great.
okay?
Awesome. Perfect. So, obviously, we're doing CODIS picks. We're, picking the cream of the crop, our best recommendations. What happens if something changes? What happens next year when new products come out?
I know that's such a good question. We decided that these were excuse me, we decided that these were going to be live pages. They were going to, we weren't just going to do water bottles and then just be done with them. This is something where, if another Awala comes out and everyone's just crazy about it, or if, a brand new hoodie comes out and a brand that no one's ever heard of, but everyone loves it. We will be testing it and we will be testing it up against the category that's the current winner. So keep checking back with the pages. So these are going to be living pages that are constantly updated as new product comes.
All right. And we might, send out a notification that says, "Hey, new best water bottle just dropped. Put it on
Exactly.
your new hire kit."
Yep, exactly. Yeah.
Very cool. Awesome.